Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, you? Test. Oh, there's sound now? Okay. There are fees to switch, non-expiration fee, no phone rebate. One place come to Metro. $40 for 10 gigabytes high-speed data, $50 for limited high speed, $60 for limited high speed. This one for Amazon Prime. Connected devices. Let me go over the phones. Look into new iPhone, 12 Pro Max or 12 Pro. Good place to buy it. I think it's saves $200, and especially there's the M41 there. Go ahead and get good price. Fan edition is good price too. Just going to on some articles, some promotions. Hey Joshua. Amazon promised the MBO business now. Whose network are they using? Well, if you have Sprint, if you get Amazon Prime with the premium, and then on Metro, you could get it on the $60 plan. Now, this one's a good price. Well, actually, no. Let me take that back. It was $199, but now they bumped it up to $299. And this one went up too. It was 8 something. Well, I'll tell you again that Sprint messed up my bill again. These people never learn not to mess with me. Yeah, I know, but Sprint's still operating separately. Yeah, Sprint is still operating separately. I mean, T-Mobile didn't bought them; they just merged. That's different. Yeah, they still operating different. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Well, I don't really use Windows. Actually, I don't use Windows. I use Mac, Michael. Give me guys one more second. Yeah, I don't really use Windows, Michael. But I do have a computer that runs on Windows. But but I like it honestly. Windows is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so doing a lot of. I've been looking for more N41, but no luck still. So I just found some the other day, and oh, it was like 2 weeks ago, maybe. Posted on my channel. Yeah, I have a Windows. I don't really do my. I mean, Windows. I have a Mac. That's my main computer, but I do have a Windows desktop. So if this one breaks down, that's my backup. But it hasn't happened. Well, look at who it is.
So, what's up?
How you been?
Yeah, feeling better today. Thanks.
Yeah,
What's up with you?
yeah. Nothing. Just doing this. I was gonna do it on my the other platform, the
Oh yeah, OBS.
Streamlabs OBS, but guess what? It was you guys couldn't hear me. Too many problems with that. So I need to figure out what's going on.
Or the interface for that's like really hard compared to StreamYard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what were we talking about?
Oh my gosh, Sprint. They cannot never get my damn thing right. I'm chatting
Oh,
with them.
oh shit! You still have problems with your
Uh,
TikTok?
yeah, because I returned the device and they still haven't credited account. So and then the data went out, and then the guy said, "I'll give you 150 credit, half of your bill." So I'm like, oh, "Okay." So then now I check, he hasn't done nothing. So
Time to call back. See what's even in the notes. Man, that would piss me off if that didn't even happen in the notes. That's happened to me before.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
T-Mobile is slow to deploy new towers to credit and cash flows less than ever. Yeah, but they're doing it more aggressive in the East Coast than over here because they do have money, but not enough, I guess.
Who's that?
Michael said,
Okay.
yeah,
I know AT&T is starting to build more towers.
yeah,
And then Verizon's starting to densify more with their little repeaters and small cells and all that.
mm-hmm,
It's going to be getting crazy in 2021,
yeah,
2022. I think we might actually see real 5G in the next 2 years.
yeah. No, not this. What do you call it? LT 5G mix. No,
Oh,
it's
that
going. It's
DSS
going.
crap.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know if the C band is going to be DSS or not.
I'm just hoping one of my main things is I hope they
Hmm.
figure out the 5G battery hit
Yeah,
and like lighten up your battery to where it's like feels like it's smoking in your hands.
yeah,
They should have figured this out before they
yeah.
did that. Yeah.
Well, low band was never going to be good, and everyone knew that, but they never admitted it. But at least Verizon admitted that DSS or DSS or whatever you call it,
DSS.
said
Yeah.
that it wasn't good. At least they admitted with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, T-Mobile,
Doesn't make it any better on you.
right?
Yeah. But yeah, at least they admit it.
T- T-Mobile, they haven't even admit their low band sucks. They keep calling their fast uh, better than LTE, but it's not the case. Well,
Yeah.
I could tell you, they call their mid band ultra fast,
Ultra
and I
capacity.
guess
Yeah.
yeah, ultra capacity something I forgot, but I mean at least that is true.
Yeah. Well, I keep hearing from different friends in different places that like the what is it N41 is popping up like
Hmm.
everywhere like
Oh
weed.
yeah,
Like what the hell? I mean,
but
if they can, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no, I said East Coast, like New Jersey, New York, all those Florida and all those places it pops up really crazy, but not as much as the West Coast. It was crazy because the West Coast, when Sprint had a spectrum,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be nationwide by I think they said by 2022
Wow.
at that time.
Man, if they keep up the momentum like they are with the N41, I mean, it could happen.
Yeah,
I'm getting a little more optimistic as we go on. Like at first,
yeah,
right after the merger, I was like, this is just straight up
mm,
trash. Because like
yeah,
you have to admit they're like two incompatible networks.
hmm,
They're like two different technologies, and they're gonna be spending the next few. I think it's gonna take them like 5 years to totally integrate with each other.
yeah.
But
Because it's not. They're saying that a lot of people still have incompatible phones,
uh-huh.
and they still don't want to let go. And Sprint, I heard Sprint offer them even a free phone, uh, like the S20 Plus, to
Uh-huh.
customers for free. I mean, I would take it honestly. That's actually a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that one has millimeter wave, mid band and low band. And then
Yeah.
if you want to get the ultra, I think they're offering like for $10 a month.
Well, one thing I'll give to Sprint customers is that they're pretty darn loyal. And
Yeah.
I think Sprint was ready to sell, but I don't think the customers were ready to leave and go over to T-Mobile.
Yeah.
So
Well, I would tell you that Sprint was working a lot of upgrades, and they actually managed to carry the. I mean, normally the towers would never get congested,
yeah,
and then when they merged, and then they had the T-Mobile customers start roaming on the Sprint network. Oh, that's when they screwed up.
well,
And, and
I was hoping that T-Mobile would just kind of keep the momentum going with Sprint
yeah.
because what they were doing, like a massive MIMO. I
Hmm.
mean, yeah, I'd keep investing. I mean, a lot of the uh, a lot of the towers already had like some of the newer stuff on it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And then what they should have done is that um they should have done this, do the opposite, have it call the new Sprint, not the new T-Mobile.
Yeah. Well, the problem is though, I mean, T-Mobile already had all those uncarrier moves. I think if they knew John Ledger wasn't going to be there,
Hmm.
uh, I think they should have done the new Sprint. But I think if John Ledger was going to stay on, they should have kept the new T-Mobile because
Yeah.
he was like the uncarrier.
Yeah.
So, but now that Mike Sievert's taken over, yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, he wants to be a John Ledger, but he can't be. So
Yeah.
I believe what's it? Was it everybody calls him Eugene or Sweaty Armpit.
Oh yeah. What do you guys think of the rise in the White House January 6th? So Nancy Pelosi computed from her White House. From
Oh,
her White House. Oh yeah. Yeah. I saw that.
oh yeah. Are you hearing about all this social media purging?
Oh yeah, you heard about Trump's Twitter. Oh well, I don't want to get on to political, but everything got banned. His Facebook, his Twitter, his
Well,
Instagram.
he jumped over to the Parlor, and now Apple and Google are talking about removing the Parlor app unless they meet certain requirements. Like they're talking
And now
about.
this. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, was that
Go
on
ahead,
TV?
Joshua.
Oh no, I just heard TV in the background, like heard somebody
Oh
talking.
no.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Apple and Google are talking about removing the Parlor app unless they
Right.
start moderating the platform more, which that would be contrary to those platforms' whole reason for being there. They wanted people to express their First Amendment rights, freedom of
Yeah.
speech. So, so
You know, I wish
apparently,
Sprint was open because I would definitely yell at them because already, I think I already did a complaint with the office of the president because,
oh
well,
wow,
actually the lady yesterday because they keep saying that the credit is there, but when you go to the history, there's no credit, and and they keep telling me that, and I already told them I'm tired of playing this game, and then already did the office of the president, so they should be calling me back. In order when you get to the office of the president, they see all those, they do it automatically
uh-huh.
because if they told they keep telling me the credit is there, but when you go to my account, it doesn't even show. It just shows the credit that I had from you know what I mean returning a device back to Sprint. And that's the only credit. They keep saying the same one. I'm like, no, it's not. Until they find out, they dig deeper. And they finally find out that it's not. And then they keep saying, oh, we already applied it. No, we didn't.
Dang, that's crazy. Man, you had so much trouble with the Sprint,
Yeah.
Spectrum.
Yeah.
Who else is it? Didn't you have trouble with T-Mobile too?
Yeah.
Good Lord. Boy, I'm not letting you get my technology stuff. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a lot going on in technology right now. I just
Yeah.
um I just saw that they're starting to certify Wi-Fi 6E devices.
Yeah.
It's the Wi-Fi where you know how Wi-Fi has like
Hmm.
the 2.4 gigahertz and the 5 gigahertz
Hmm.
bands. Well, the 6E devices are going to be adding that 6 gigahertz band, and then that's going to be like you know how we have 2 channels? We're going to be
Hmm.
having like 8 channels.
Oh.
That's going to be like a total of 1200 megahertz additional
Hmm.
spectrum. So I
Yeah.
mean, technically, if you wanted to, you could do like WiGig, like gigabit speeds on Wi-Fi, because
Hmm.
Wi-Fi has always been the like if you have like for instance, if you have like gigabit download speeds on your internet, once it hits
Hmm.
your wireless
Yeah.
router kind of limits how fast it gets to your devices.
Yeah.
Now with like Wi-Fi 6E, with them widening the channels,
Yeah.
it's not going to slow down. It's not going to bottleneck it anymore. So,
Yeah.
so that's going to be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. I think they're supposed to be coming out with some other new spectrum as a 12 gigahertz band, but
Oh yeah,
it's the approval is still pending from the FCC.
yeah,
But
yeah.
what I was reading is that looks like they are going to approve it because I guess they really need the spectrum, and T-Mobile said that interested in that one too.
Yeah.
But
Well, but
it's just the
wasn't Dish kind of reject wanting them to reject it because Dish has a lot of those 12 gigahertz
yeah.
spectrum holdings
Well, yeah.
because they're a satellite
I
operator.
guess I guess they maybe. Well, I know AT&T was looking into it, and then
Yeah.
they haven't said nothing. And then I think Verizon was looking at that too. So basically, no one has said nothing besides T-Mobile. T-Mobile said we are interested, but that's
Uh-huh.
about it.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know where people are coming up with all this money because I think at least the top 2 carriers are going to be like very poor after this C-band auction.
Yeah.
I think the week ended up closing at like
Hmm.
80.7 billion, uh, and that's not even counting like the clearing costs. I think the
Yeah.
clearing cost I was reading was between 13 and I think it was
Hmm.
either 13 or $15 billion.
Yeah. Hmm.
So that's like 93 to 95 billion dollars already.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Apparently
Yeah. And
everybody wanted
then
a piece of that C-band.
yeah, and then I think it's about to be over like next week. At least the first round. I think there's gonna be a second one. Well, like mid mid year, I think.
Yeah, I'm suspecting it's gonna be over this coming week because yeah, I think you're right. There's like 12 or 15 rounds or something like that. I didn't get to
Yeah.
read. I didn't get to fully read all about it
Yeah.
before I get jumping on here, but yeah, it's petering out because I noticed the
Hmm.
amounts that people were spending was kind of decreasing
Hmm.
pretty sharply.
Yeah.
So that you, based on other auctions that I've watched over the past couple of years, usually when that starts happening, it means it's going to peter out
Hmm.
pretty quick, and people are people are going to be making last minute swaps or something like
Right.
that, and then yeah,
Yeah. Well, they said they cover most of the West Coast. Like it. I mean, other county in my county, it's pretty good on Verizon. They're it's pretty much citywide C
yeah,
band, but
I, I think Verizon, either whether you're on Verizon or AT&T and you live in LA and the surrounding
mhm,
areas, once both companies deploy all their assets there, LA is going to be a very nice place to live in if you like 5G.
yeah, Yeah, I was looking and it looks very promising. They're like people saying it might even some places might even get up to 40 to 60 megahertz of C
Uh,
band. Imagine that much.
I thought it was like at least 100 megahertz.
Oh yeah,
C-band, weren't they selling them like,
or
uh,
or maybe that was CBRS or something like that. It was.
yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, I thought CBRS was like, was it 60 or 80
Oh,
megahertz
okay, yeah.
chunk?
Then yeah, I think then that would be it.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
maybe I
no,
got
no. No. CBRS was the 40 gigahertz chunks. So,
okay.
yeah, I don't know. I have to research
Um,
a little bit more.
yeah, but no, hopefully, I mean, hopefully I get it like pretty soon. I mean, if it's the first round, I should be getting it. What maybe like end of 2021 to maybe beginning of 2022. Depends how fast aggressively they're gonna be
Yeah.
deploying that thing.
Well, think, I think it just depends how fast they clear it is how fast they deploy it. I
Yeah,
know the companies that are acquiring it are going to be pushing pretty hard to clear it.
yeah,
Um, so it wouldn't surprise me if they start deploying at the end of 2021, at the
yeah,
latest Q1 of 2022. And
yeah,
I think, I mean, there's a lot of deployment happening in 2021 already with all their already existing
yeah,
spectrum. But 2022,
yeah,
I think is going to be like, oh man, it's going to be fast and furious, provided we don't have
yeah,
any major apocalypse or any new
yeah,
diseases or anything like that.
yeah. Hopefully not. And then hopefully they get rid of this virus, and then they could just do it as normally. You know what I mean? And I bet
Yeah,
you they'll do it twice as fast. And even millimeter wave.
yeah,
They said they once they get a hold of that they're not sure if they're gonna push millimeter wave as aggressive as they're doing it right now. But I think what they're gonna do is kind of like come down with the millimeter wave until they finish their C band. After they finish their C band deployment, they're going to finish the millimeter wave.
yeah.
Yeah, honestly, millimeter wave is really good. I'm not gonna lie, but it doesn't really travel that good indoors
Well, I
like
noticed
mid
with,
band.
well, yeah, they're going to have to do, what are they called? Data systems um,
Yeah.
indoors. And I think Verizon actually, that company they're using, Pivotal, which does the
Hmm.
holographic beamforming for them on their
Yeah.
repeaters. I think I think they have something called like the Echo device that brings the millimeter
Hmm.
wave from the outside to the inside, and then kind of floods the inside with the waves of that millimeter wave.
Hmm.
So I I think that's the solution Verizon's going to use. I don't know if they're going to
Yeah.
use that commercially or if that can be commercial and residential.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope more of the other network operators start using something, if not that actual company, something similar with the
Yeah.
holographic beamforming because that fixes a lot of issues with the propagation of millimeter
Yeah.
wave.
Yeah. Because millimeter wave is good, but it's not doesn't travel that far. And then I mean,
No.
they have when it first came out.
Hmm.
Let me tell you, they did something because it used to never travel indoors. Now it travels indoors. So I
That's
think how
part of
they
that's the beamforming technology that they're using.
yeah.
It's making it to where it travels further, it travels around stuff.
Hmm.
Um, like with for what I've seen, the holographic beamforming is that they
Yeah.
can attenuate the signal to, it can even like start bobbing and weaving around leaves and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it can be that minute.
Because I remember when the 5G, I think LA County, I mean LA got like the second round of launch date.
Uh,
Because the first one, I forgot, it was like three cities.
Well, a
Now
lot of
it's
these,
like,
yeah, a lot of these test bed cities, like for instance, like Vegas or LA and stuff, they're already like on their third or fourth generation of the nodes that they've been testing out.
yeah.
And the thing is, with each generation of node that they throw up there to test out, it's like
Hmm.
leap year advances in technology.
Yeah.
It's not a small iteration.
Yeah. And I've seen them put them on the rooftops too. I've seen
Mhm.
them. I mean, I've seen them pretty much everything. Like I go to LA, I basically connected to one node, and then I already connected to other node. It was
So,
like it's basically
mhm. Yeah, I was going to ask you, how's the handoff with the newer technology?
it's pretty good. I mean,
The
if you
better
go
than
down
LTE?
LA, yeah,
Yeah.
I would tell you that the only issue I have is the iPhone overheating with the millimeter wave, like any other
Yeah.
phone. Yeah, because what I like to do is you have the option that if you need millimeter wave, you can have it connected. If
Uh-huh.
not, then not. I think it's the auto one.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
basically,
The settings in the iPhone where it's either LTE only, auto, which is where it only uses 5G when it needs to or it feels it needs to based on an algorithm.
right,
And then you have the
right,
5G only, which forces it to go into 5G
right.
and like nail your
So
battery.
yeah, because I know if I go downtown LA, I have to turn that thing off because I'll be connected one node, the other node, other node. It'll be like
Yeah.
I'll be definitely connected all the way because it's so. Especially, I remember a place that I never used to get service with Verizon. Now they put millimeter wave and a small cell.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I just
Yeah,
wonder if they're gonna the more things get uh densified, if that's gonna take less of a hit on your phone because it's not gonna have to jump around as much.
yeah.
I'm
I
kind of
mean,
wondering. Yeah.
it does jump on sometimes, like goes to OT, but no one's very consistent on the millimeter wave.
Yeah.
It'll be like if you see
What?
like six nodes straight down, it'll be connecting like really quickly and
Um. I mean, since you're in a more densified market, I was just wondering the handoffs are better, but um, oh well, what's the question I was gonna ask? Um, yeah, I mean, how do like apps and downloads and all that perform, and how
I
does
mean,
it
it
switch over? Yeah.
performs pretty good. I
Uh,
mean, because my friend had, so what we did, my cousin had Verizon, and then
uh,
I have Spectrum. We tested it both times and see if I get like lower speed, and we get exact same speed. And I told him it's because we are on the same QCI level. But I
okay.
said if you were on the what was the starter thing,
Hmm.
then most likely you'll get lower speeds and I'll get faster speeds because the Verizon one, the starter is on a different QCI than Spectrum Mobile.
Hmm.
But we're getting the same like 2 gigs. I think I saw 3 gig, almost 3 gigs on one of them. It just depends, I guess, the node because sometimes I see sometimes the nodes be like the speeds are different.
And
And then
how and when it falls over to LTE, is it a smooth transition or is it pretty harsh?
no, it's pretty smooth.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
'Cause
it doesn't
I'm
like.
yeah. Because I
Like
imagine
on the
like
scent. Oh,
okay.
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying if you go from like millimeter wave back to just regular LTE, I can imagine it's like kind of like throwing on the brakes. It's like
Yeah, yeah. Because I remember the Samsung the Notes. Oh my god. When the first 5G phone came out, it was
Mhm.
not a smooth transition. It was like, and then most of the time it would drop to no service. So like you could have 5G right now, and then like you do like a quarter, like they just say like a couple blocks when you lose the 5G, will hit
Mhm.
no service, and that was a very common stuff with the Verizon variant, and and after that I didn't test that. My friend got that one. So after that, I tried to return that thing. It doesn't work, and
Mhm.
so a lot of people had that issue. But I guess now Samsung fixed the issue.
Yeah.
Or with the update, there was like I don't know. They said it was a software, and I think it was a software. Honestly,
Now, were there any places where you had no service previously?
no, no. Um,
So,
it depends
so
what
you just
carrier
say
because
there. Okay.
hold on, I'm sleeping. Oh, good night, Michael. Um, I did had a T-Mobile where I go where the Verizon millimeter wave. There's a spot. T-Mobile's dead. Been like that
Oh,
for years.
okay.
So and then I haven't found T-Mobile millimeter wave honestly, and they say they have in LA.
Really?
Yeah, they say they have in
Don't they have
LA.
to get? Don't they have in like 6 markets or something?
Yeah, something like that. It's like
That's
I think
crazy
Vegas
low
is
on
one of them.
that. Okay.
Vegas, LA. I know it's New York.
So
I'm missing. Yes, something like that. It is. I think Arizona might be one of them. It's like six. Yeah, it's like six. Well, I heard that the millimeter wave doesn't even work. It's it's the word millimeter wave that they like. It could have failed them because they really didn't study the technology enough
yeah,
time.
yeah. Well, I think
And
they're trying to
yeah,
lay the foundation of their layer cakes, but with low band and mid band before they work on millimeter wave. Versus, I think Verizon's working on millimeter wave and filling in the gaps with mid band and low band.
yeah,
So you've been trying out Sprint, T-Mobile, and Verizon. Have you tried out AT&T?
yeah. I tried it. So I did AT&T is too congested in my area, but when I go
I've had,
to to like my job,
yeah.
bro, that tower hits almost 400.
Really? Wow.
It has three racks on that tower.
Huh.
It has band 14, band
Mhm.
66, band 30, and that's on the first rack.
Right.
Um, and then the second rack is all band 66, and then the
Wow.
other one, I think there's some unlicensed spectrum because I cannot figure out
So you had
what
one of the
nodes.
modern. So you had one of the modernized towers then.
Yeah, that tower
Wow.
is not that old either. That's probably so. I started there about 3 years ago, and that tower was in there. They started building that one about 2 years ago.
Huh.
So they built that one 2 years ago, and then
So, so I bet it has this like really good backhaul.
yeah, so that one. Then they did some tower upgrades about 6 months ago, and they added that unlicensed spectrum.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's kind of been a blessing to all the carriers using that
Yeah,
unlicensed spectrum.
I mean it doesn't say on my phone, but I said this is just no way this is Ben 66 because I talked to several people and they don't think that's Ben 66. That's definitely that middle rack that is it has really small panels. It's unlicensed spectrum
Yeah.
and
Well, yeah, they already deployed, was it CBRS as unlicensed already?
yeah. Yeah, I know T-Mobile has some. T-Mobile has some. I think is 18T. Well, everyone has a little bit of it, but
Are
it's
you,
not that much.
here's the question: Are you gonna upgrade to the Galaxy S21 since it's got the X60 chip in it?
Um, no, I don't think so. Well, I probably because I do have my note. So I guess when I able to upgrade that one, I'll probably upgrade it to that one.
Yeah. Is it official that they're definitely killing off the Note line now?
Yeah, it's official. They
Okay.
said that. Well, people said that the note. This is the final year. They said
Really?
supposedly. Yeah, they
I
said
thought they were just
that.
gonna go
They're
straight into the Fold 3 and replace the
yeah,
Notes with the Folds.
yeah, but so they're gonna do something special with the note. That's what I heard. They're gonna do something out of the box supposedly for the final note. But I was talking to some people that they think they might just stop for a while and then come back after they realize how much money actually making them. But
Yeah. Because I thought the Note was the more popular line between like the actual S series and the Note
mm,
series. I thought the Note series
well,
was selling better.
I guess they're just merging them together. Um,
Yeah.
and then what's going to happen is that they're going to ask you, um, well, you like a pen with the S21 or I mean whatever I said S22, and then you were like, yes, I want a pen, and then it will be like a note, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard the S21 Ultra specifically. I thought they're gonna
Yeah,
bring the S Pen to that. That would pretty much like make the Note Ultra useless, or just the
yeah,
Note period useless if they're gonna do that with the S series.
yeah. Man, the N41 T-Mobile almost
Hmm.
has 200 views.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot. I only
So
do
what were you pulling on the N41?
700,
Holy crap!
and
Well,
I
what was it
was
on?
I
Was
was
that Fast.com or was that Ookla?
on Ookla, but on Fast.com was like 400, I believe.
Okay.
I mean,
Wow.
that's pretty fast. And by the way, that's not even HD. I don't have HD on that line.
What was the upload?
Um, the upload was like 100.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean the video I recorded and it uploaded like in like maybe like 5 seconds.
Are they still running a cap when you're on the N41, like video and all
Um, so if you have a Sprint account,
that?
they don't no cap because the plan that we have was
Yeah.
before they started putting the the cap of the was it the 480p or whatever called it, the
Yeah.
standard definition. So we were grandfathered for the HD streaming. Basically,
For
um,
free.
yeah. So I don't need to pay for that $10 add-on.
Uh,
Yeah, but I know my cousin. I told him don't change your plan because they were making well not making them, but they were asking him. He gets all that. I like don't change it. You're gonna look yourself stupid. And he didn't listen to me, and now he looks. Now he regrets it. Now he cannot get it back. I told you, don't remove it.
yeah.
I said don't because he get with the new plan you get Hulu. You get the so you get Hulu, you get Title,
Disney. Oh no, Sprint. Yeah. Hulu,
yeah,
Tidal.
the storage, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And that's only three perks. And I told him it's not worth it because I have my newer line. That one has the cap. Um,
Cool.
yeah, that one does have a cap because we have the basic one. That is the newest plan. So that one does has the cap, but the limited freedom plan or whatever you call that one, that one they don't have that cap.
Huh.
And it was crazy because Carlos, like months before, he said all the sprint plans are getting that cap, and I'm like, I haven't got my cap. And then I called the lady from Sprint, and she said no, they're not messing with these plans
Huh.
because they grandfather.
Can't complain about that.
Yeah, yeah. I remember when that plan came out. I'm like, wow, that. And then you still get the same priority and everything because they only use QCI Sprint.
Yeah, I think that was excuse me. Yeah, I think you timed that just right with the sprint.
Yeah.
So, is there any devices you're looking forward to in 2021?
What you said again?
I said, are there any devices that you're looking forward to in 2021 here?
Honestly, I was thinking about getting maybe the new iPhone 13, but that about it. I don't really
Hmm.
have any plans to get a new one.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be getting the iPhone 13?
I don't know. It depends what they do with their chips.
Yeah,
If they integrate the X60, I'll think about it. If they do like a
yeah,
major upgrade to the processor, that'd be nice.
yeah. I wonder the after the X60, what do you call it, X65?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what that was gonna do.
I don't know, but we'll find out next December. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. We should hear something about it.
Excuse me.
Well, maybe even faster data speeds or something like that. Better connection probably
Yeah.
because a lot of stuff is the chipset that gives the signal because most of the time the signal is there, but that's in the chip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as long as they improve on Wi-Fi and LTE and
Yeah,
5G playing nicer with each other on the same chip,
yeah,
and yeah, and taking advantage of the newer water channels on all these technologies. I
yeah,
think I think eventually they might be able to shrink down the chip even more. I think
yeah,
because everybody's transitioning from one major technology to the next. I think
yeah,
they're kind of faking it till they make it with the chips and the antennas and all that stuff until they figure out what's going to be most efficient, what's not going to make your phone too hot
yeah,
and stuff like that.
yeah. I think I think um I think when this maybe the C-band even will get a you know how they say it could go up to what is it, two gigs or something like that? Or was it C-band?
Um, I mean, any of those mid-band bands have the potential to be like a gig or more.
Yeah. Okay.
If they man, my brain is not working. Forgive me.
Yeah.
Um, just I think a lot of the mid bands are gonna have wider channels.
Yeah.
So the wider the channel, the more you can. It's like thinking about it as a highway.
Right.
Uh, you're obviously gonna get more traffic through on an 8-lane highway than you are a 2-lane highway, right?
Yeah.
So the wider the channel, the further you can propagate it without the signal degrading by either using like small cells in conjunction with the macro tower,
Mhm.
to kind of be like active repeaters and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, you could theoretically definitely get at least a gig, maybe 2 gigs out of midband.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll be able to do what you can do with millimeter wave, but
Oh no.
I think you're gonna be able to get at least hit the low end of what millimeter wave can do. And I think they're gonna try and implement that in more suburban and rural areas.
Yeah.
All the need of like mobile broadband, fixed broadband, or fixed wireless broadband and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're gonna do. I think later on, millimeter wave, there might be new spectrum coming later. Maybe we'll find out within a year or two.
I
Because
don't
I
know. I
think,
mean, there's quite a bit of millimeter wave that got auctioned off to like I think Verizon has like what is it 2046 megahertz or something of
okay.
nationwide spectrum and millimeter wave, and I think I want to say AT&T has exactly half of that, and then you go way down to what T-Mobile and Sprint have. Um, but I think there's going to be swapping and selling and
Yeah.
sharing of millimeter wave, and I think as far as like rural goes and maybe the outer parts
Hmm.
of the suburban areas, I don't think they're going to really deploy millimeter wave because I don't think it'd be practical. I think
Yeah.
mid-band is going to be the millimeter wave of the boonies, you know. They'll be kind
Okay.
of over. God.
No, it says the Charter Comcast all spent hundreds of $1 millions on C-band.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to get. I think they're trying to acquire that to use it as leverage with the bigger boys.
Yeah.
So,
Some people thought the what do you call it? That they were gonna get into the cell phone companies. I said no, no, no. Like technically they could, but I don't think they're gonna use that spectrum for that.
yeah, yeah, it's a very interesting time right now because I can think of like at least one carrier, Verizon's kind of has been spectrum poor for a while, but that's forced them. The silver lining to that is they've become
Yeah,
really efficient with how they manage their network. So
yeah,
if they ever get like they do with millimeter wave, if they ever get their hands on even more assets, more spectrum, and if they continue to use the how they manage the network as far as spectral efficiency, anyways, I think they're going to be doing really, really good stuff. I
yeah,
like to see them remove. I don't know if they do this or not, but if they throttle stuff, I would hope with 5G they might be the first ones to stop throttling stuff.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And I'm sure AT&T would shortly fall in behind them. I don't think T-Mobile would though,
yeah.
because I
Like
think throttling is one of their main things they use, one of their main tools they use to manage their network.
yeah. Well, T-Mobile needs to start using QCI, and I heard articles that they're gonna start using it very shortly.
They're gonna have to eventually. They're gonna have to. I think the experience that you're gonna have with 5G is gonna be based on your prioritization. It's
Yeah,
not gonna be a matter of speed anymore. I think everybody's gonna essentially have the same speeds. I just don't think they're
yeah.
gonna have the same priority on the
Hmm.
tower. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
So
I know that I know. In fact, I did a speed test on on my phone. That is one of them has the higher priority on Sprint. The other one has a lower priority, and I tested it. It's pretty much the same. But now I tested it. Now I get a big difference
Huh.
because I get about 150 probably speed tests, and so that's the max I get. So
This
when I
is on
get
the
that,
this is on the 12. Yeah, the 12 Pro, right?
yeah, the 12 Pro, and then my sister has the Samsung S20 Plus. I did a speed test, and when because she's on a different plan, and she gets about I want to say like 120. So that's a big difference. But
Mm.
um, when I change the SIM card, you know what I mean? Because I don't have to build priority, I get about 150 the same thing. So I definitely know that's QCI
Mm-hmm.
they use it.
Yeah.
But when I if I do that like early in the morning, it it will go like 150, 180. So definitely they removed the QCI because there's not a lot of people on the tower.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah, that's crazy. That I mean, T-Mobile would never use QCI because my sister had them before. It was like she had the magenta, and then I had the what was it the lower the essentials I think it was or
Mm-hmm.
whatever you call it, the before that one. I think it was essentials still. It was like it was pretty much the same thing with no QCI, and then it used to be it's always so slow. T-Mobile, I'm not even gonna admit.
Yeah, I like to see them manage their network in a different way. I like
Yeah,
to see them keep up the momentum they are doing with all the mid band they're trying to deploy
yeah,
as well as low band.
yeah,
Eventually, I hope they start investing in the macro towers again.
yeah. Well, they haven't really touched their macro cells, nothing like that, because
Mm.
I had there's a macro cell by my house and never seen it get touched or nothing. But I've seen Verizon because Verizon has it like nearby there, like I mean not nearby, but uh like a couple feet separate from T-Mobile's, and they do touch theirs.
Mm-hmm.
So I know definitely they touch it, but never. I haven't seen T-Mobile touch it for I don't know how long. They probably put that and they never touch it. Honestly,
Yeah. So, what's the main device that you're using for testing? The iPhone or the Samsung?
the iPhone.
Okay. Now, you're identifying the bands by what they have on the tower, right? Because
Yeah.
iPhone doesn't have a band selector, correct?
Well, yeah. Well, you could do it, but the thing is, you have to put a code on your phone, and then you have to search. And it's too much work. So I either see the go on my what I could see on the tower, either either that or just do the band selection on the iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but normally I get pretty good speeds.
Huh.
Pretty much everywhere. I could tell Verizon the places that it's congested, but
Uh,
I have to go where it's like the rich people. You know what I mean?
yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
uh,
because
I'm just hoping nobody catches on out here that AT&T's getting better. I hope they stick with the
yeah,
Verizon side of the whole network to myself.
yeah. Does your family member has Verizon?
Uh, do you want to know? What about Verizon?
Oh, yeah, Verizon.
Well, my wife has Verizon. I have AT&T.
Yeah. Okay,
And
so the
hmm?
What is it? Is the service good on Verizon at your house?
No, I'm actually in a technically I'm in a dead zone for all the carriers. I barely get 1 bar of from the AT&T tower. Like what I get from that 1 bar is like maybe 2 or 3 down with like point 4 or point 5 up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I'm at the I'm at the cell edge. I'm I'm at the edge of what that cell site can do.
Oh yeah.
So either they would need to build another tower near me, or I don't know. I don't think they can pump out any more power from the one that's actually hitting my front yard.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe one day AT&T knock on your door. So we want to install a tower.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, like I definitely need a tower down here. But
if you finish it, I'll give you a ping pong.
yeah, if I think if AT&T sees there's a lot of customers like around your area that has AT&T, they definitely put
Mhm.
a tower, but they're not gonna do it for one customer. I mean, imagine how much it costs to put a tower. You got the fiber, you got
Mhm.
the paying that tower crew. You have to. It's so many the permits, all that. I think what I heard to install a tower, like
Mhm.
a really good tower, it could go anywhere from probably $100,000 to 250. That's what I heard. Because they said they have to get the permits. They need to pay the person, whoever they're gonna put in, and then they have to pay the tower crew. They have to pay the what do you call it, so they have to pay the federal, the state, the city, the county, and then the equipment they need, especially the fire. That's what's really expensive,
Mhm.
and then they probably takes months to build that. Imagine how much money they have to pay the tower crew too. So it makes sense. After I was like, what the heck, that much cost? And then when you think about it, it just adds up because it takes months and not like a 2 or 3 day job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So uh, it depends how big is it. And then if they design like a fake palm tree.
Yeah. I'm getting really good signal from the palm tree.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to
Right.
adjust the coconut.
Yeah. The tower by my job. I mean, that one they don't have it as a palm tree.
Mhm.
Well, it doesn't really need to because it's just businesses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen one that try to be evergreen green trees. I've seen one that try to be pine trees, and they just don't. It
Yeah.
doesn't work out.
I saw a AT&T tower one time that
Mhm.
it had a bird nest.
Oh wow. Yeah, it does
It was
happen.
like it was just weird because it was in the top and then like
Oh yeah, they have a real big problem with like eagles out here. Eagles and the hawks want to they like
yeah.
to put their nests real high. So
Well, I heard now that they put like something for the birds don't get on the
yeah, the
towers.
mesh. Yeah, the mesh. Yeah.
Yeah, it mesh. Yeah, like the Verizon one. By my job, it has a mesh on the bottom and on the top, and it's yeah, and then it has some things at the top for
Mhm.
they don't just in case if they get through the mesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Verizon already has them, but sometimes a cell tower or Verizon tower they don't have that.
Hmm,
Yeah,
interesting. I just
yeah.
can't wait for a real 5G.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see what they do with standalone, since standalone's actual real 5G. I mean, there's no LTE in
well,
there at all.
well, yeah. At least hopefully it's not like T-Mobile's. They say that it's standalone, but I don't see no difference. And actually, I think it's even slower.
I think we're all going to notice a difference when like the carriers are able to implement like 5G over
Yeah,
NR, or yeah, or no, voice over NR. Sorry, you know how we have voice over
yeah.
LTE. I think voice over
Oh
NR is
yeah,
going to be even better.
yeah, yeah. I think so. It's gonna be something. I think it's gonna be really fast and all that.
Oh yeah,
I mean, AT&T is thinking about launching 6G pretty soon. Like within after they deploy all their 5G spectrum, but I guess the FCC said no to them.
yeah. I guess we'll see how the FCC takes things over. If they're going to be
Yeah,
pro mergers and pro 5G, or
yeah,
just slow down the progress. That's what I worry about. It's going to
yeah,
slow down and let the bureaucracy take it over, and it's going to get really difficult again.
yeah. And then
How
yeah,
many
I
people
think
we got
that
watching?
one person.
One person. I think we
Yeah,
should
it
have
was.
dedicated one person watching.
Yeah, this is sexy blind guy tech.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it might be your boo.
Oh no. Don't get me started.
Your boo, Henry.
Oh Lord have mercy. Poor Henry.
No.
I think I owe him a bottle of wine because he accidentally saw me when I forgot to turn off the camera on my phone. And
Oh,
when we were doing a live stream last time.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, man. I remember on I think it Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, New Year's. I think it was New Year's. Man, oh yeah, you're on there when I was drinking.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for New Year's. Yeah,
Yeah,
you were
I
definitely
was
signing one off, buddy.
man. Man, people didn't believe me. I think someone like drinking, and then oh yeah, I'm sure drinking, and then I think I was like, man, oh what was it Henry? I think oh you sound already drunk. I'm like oh no, this is nothing. No,
Wireless technology makes your clothes come off.
what you said?
I said wireless technology apparently makes your clothes come off on New Year's.
Oh yeah,
Poor Caesar, he was running naked because he had too much to drink.
yeah. My
Get,
OnlyFans. Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
he was like, please touch my 5G antenna. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I'll go private right now. Let me end this, and I could invite someone.
Okay.
All right, see you guys. Thanks for watching.